はい、どうもよろしくお願いします。ナイスツッコミ。
So this is Tsukkomi, Yousei, Gips, nice Tsukkomi. This is probably the only one of these that's, I'm sure it's got to be the only one in North America. It probably aren't any of these in Europe or Asia either, or UK. You can see what his jacket looks like in the game there. It's supposed to have a kind of a flashy jacket. Keep this in quiet. So what this game is about a type of stand-up comedy in Japan called the Boke and Tsukkomi routine, which is kind of like a straight man, color man kind of thing, where the Boke is the kind of like the dumb comical guy telling a tall tale. And the Tsukkomi kind of sets him straight, a lot of times by hitting him at certain points. And so it's kind of a common type of comedy here, and I think it's based on real comedy routines here. So I think it's all audio from real comedy routines, and then they animate it in the game. So of course the purpose of the game is you are the Tsukkomi, and this is the Boke, and you have to hit him in certain times. You can see the little practice thing here. At certain times in the game, and it is kind of like a music game where the timing does matter. And of course, the better you go. Oh, watch this for a second. So I guess those are all. There you go. Says the full name there. So I guess those are the real teams. But again, yeah. So you got to time it right. Now you kind of watch what they're saying, and then when the text turns green, you hit the pedal, and then when it turns red, you have to hit the Boke in certain areas. And I don't exactly know how to do that yet because this game is not in English. It's actually kind of based. Apparently, this sort of comedy is popular in Osaka and not Tokyo. So this game, even on its own, wasn't really popular outside of Osaka. Apparently, and of course, it was never any else outside of Japan for the most part. And of course, it was developed by Metro. You can see right here for Namco. But so I got this from somebody that was living in Osaka at the time. He was from the Midwest, and he had memories of playing it. So he challenged a West Coast game distributor to find one of these and get it to him. And so he ended up importing it. I don't know how long ago it was, 5-6 years ago at least, I think. And it was just sitting in his garage for a long time until finally started taking up enough room where he wanted to get rid of it. And keep this thing quiet.
Nice Tsukkomi.
And when he decided to get rid of it, I bought it, and he asked me why I bought it, because he wasn't sure anybody would know what it was, and I told him that's exactly why I wanted to buy it, because it's pretty unusual. You can see, I mean, you can't even, it doesn't even say the name of the game on it. It took me a few remembers and tries to even get it myself, but I believe, so Tsukkomi is basically you are playing the Tsukkomi, and this is the Boke, and so Tsukkomi Yousei, I believe, means trainer, so it's basically Tsukkomi trainer something nice Tsukkomi. I don't know what Gips means, but this cabinet is actually in really good condition. And of course they use these weird coin door with the little cash box. They must empty their games every day over there. So it doesn't necessarily hold a lot. And of course, like all of these, you put it in the test and everything's in English, but of course there's no way to, it's only Japanese, obviously. And I think it's just obviously because of the all of the stand-up routines are real stand-up routines, so you can't really translate that to any other language. But so here I'll play a game.
やっぱりゲームはナムコやな。お前聞いてんのか。頼むはちゃんと相づちしてくれ。ほんなら次はツッコミ入れてみようか。テロップが赤色になったら漫才をよー聞いてツッコミを入れるねんで。まずは後頭部からや。ほんなら行くで。やっぱりゲームはナムコやな。
So we'll just skip the rest of this, but it's showing you when it turns red, you gotta hit him. But again, we don't know what he's saying, and I don't know if you need to know the correct timing when to say it, or a lot of times you can kind of get the hint of where you need to hit him on what he might be doing with his head. Sometimes you can see him like holding his face or something, and then you might know to hit him in the back. It's hard to know, but here, we'll just skip through this. And I guess these are all the teams, and then you work your way up through them. You get a certain score, and you can go to the next one without continuing. So yeah, you need 275.
はいどうもよろしくお願いします。お前聞いてんのか。
Oops, oh, I didn't hit the switch there.
どこ行ったらええかな思ってね。もうまあアホみたいなドライブ行ったらええがな。わけわからんわ。アホちゃう。
It was okay.
アホみたいな男がアホみたいな女とアホみたいなとこ行ったらええねん。わけわからんわ。
But you can see this thing that moves down, and then it gets all the way into position, and then it gives you kind of extra bonuses. It's pedal. Usually you can get up to maybe 2 or 5 points for the pedal. I think the timing is pretty important.
お前にびっくりや。ええやんか、もう今日ちゃんとおしゃれしてきたんやから。どこやねん、お前いつもと変われへんがな。耳見て。あら、お前新しいイヤリング買うた。
See, every time I get in the move correct, like when it goes green, see, I got nothing there. Or making a move, that guy moves forward one position. And then the next one, he'll move in here, right there.
手とかつなげへんで。おい、もうええ。もうええって。3万円。やかましはこんな金持ってるか。初めてはくれへんした。わけわからんわ。お前何の商売しとんねん。はい。バターさん。ブーン。ちょっと待って、これ何？新車？これ新車や、かっこいいやろ。すごい。これ何これ？カチャカチャカチャカチャカチャ。おい、ちょ待ておい。ダッシュボードを勝手に触るな。ええやんか。カチャカチャカチャ。やめろってもう。やめろって。わあ。どないしたん？誰かおる。わけ けわからんわ。
Oh, minus
気持
5.
ち悪い。気持ち悪いな、お前。そんなとこ人おれへんやろ、もう。これ絶対事故車やわ。やったまんか、死んじゃうよ。もうヒットしといて。
So I got a good move there.
はい。
And I don't know how I did it, because I don't speak this.
君、お前、いらんことするか、お前、車酔うてもうたやろ。大丈夫か？牛ガエルでした。うわ、残念。ガマガエルやん、思ってたって。いらんことすな、ほう。そしたらこれなんかわかる？なんやねん。よう聞いてや。船やん。根本線やろ。これ下敷き鳴らしてんねん。わけわからんわ。
Mr. Driller, wow.
ようやったわ。お前聞いてんのか？知らんがな。ちょ待てお前。何や。こんなドライブ絶対嫌や。なんで嫌やねん。だいたいこんなカップルおれへんやろ。おるって。どこにおんねん。ここにおるやろ。もうええわ。ありがとうございました。
Oh, I think I did okay there. I didn't see how many points I got. Okay, good. Because if I got 275, I'd continue, and I don't want it to do that right now. But I got 2 of those special weapon things. But I don't even know how the game fully works yet.
ツッコミしてるわ。声がええ。的タイミングが良かったね。
So again, I believe the game is actually in a... It's even in a different dialect of Japanese. It's in like a Kansai dialect, which I guess isn't all that common in Tokyo. So it's an unusual game to have outside of there for sure. Of course, you can see the side art. And of course, it is Namco, so there's a Pac-Man on it. The cabinet's in really good condition. You know, I guess like a lot of Japanese games. You know, it's unfortunately it's missing the original. I'm guessing it must have came with that sequin thing. But if something like this was operated in America, this would be destroyed in a week. But it's in really good condition. It's just tied on. You can just lift it off. And the sensors are right under here. They're just little metal plates that hit optical switches. So, and then the same in the front here. You can see the foam pad where the area is. But on the back, I believe it's System 10 hardware, so it's nothing terribly unique, but System 10 is pretty unusual. There aren't really that many games in America that used it. I think Mr. Driller 2, Star Trigon, and some of the Taiko no Tetsujin, the big 2 drum games, are and NFL Classic Football use that hardware as well. So even finding the hardware is not all that common here. There you can watch some attract mode. More games to do that kind of thing. Once you play a game, the attract mode sounds are at half volume. It's kind of a nice feature. It should at least be an option on some games. So I think those credits were all the Manzai Boke and Tsukkomi teams. Yeah, see, I still don't know exactly which way you're supposed to hit him, or why you might want to hit him in different parts of his, front or back of the head or the stomach. I guess you're supposed to be able to read what he's saying and guess, but it might require some familiarity with this sort of stand-up. So there you go.